Well, for this particular video, my intro is coming at the end because I went out, was hoping to get some walleyes, but turned into one of those days where I caught some fish, but it wasn't what I was thinking we were going to catch. So shouldn't complain. Set the hook on some fish, reeled some fish in, got some slime on my hands. So hey, if you like northern fishing, take a look. Don't expect to see any big 35, 40 inchers, but I hope you enjoy it. Here it is. All right, first missing bobber of the night here. There we go. Fish on. Let's hope it's the right species. We're out trying to catch some walleyes tonight. It is not. Just a stinky northern. But, alright. Stay stinky, waste of bait. But, it's a fish. Oh, here we go. So, if you watched my last video, you know we were over in Wisconsin. We're back in Minnesota, but we're still on. You know, it's the fall bite's still on, so the fish are looking for a big meal. Whoops. The fish are looking for a big meal, so today we're fishing, I don't know, about a 4 or 5 inch sucker minnow underneath a slip bobber. When I'm fishing a minnow this big under a slip bobber, two things I like to do. I use a treble hook rather than a single hook, just to up that hooking percentage. And because the water is still fairly warm, I like to just pinch that tail off of that minnow like that, just to slow them down a little bit, just to give my predator fish a better chance at getting them, and so that this minnow's not pulling my bobber down, because they are pretty big and pretty rambunctious. So here we go. Got our second bobber down. Oh, this fish was running way too hard for, I think, this to be a walleye. But if it is, that would be awesome. No, just another toothy little gator. You know, I will say this though, that the nights and days that on this particular lake where I catch a fair amount of northerns, or the days that they're biting, are the same days that once that sun gets a little lower in the sky, that I start catching a few walleyes. So not a bad pike. But, again, not what I'm after. Ooh, yeah, he wanted that minnow too. Big bait equals big fish. Alright, you know, I'm not a pike guy, but that's a fairly decent fish, and I don't really want to hurt this fish. That's pretty deep, so I'm just going to cut that off, let him have that hook, retie, and let this baby go. So there he goes. Retie this up quick and get back to fishing. If you watched my last video, you know that when possible I like to double up on presentations. So I've got that one slip bobber out with the big minnow on there. Now we're fishing a little bit tighter spot, a little smaller kind of spot on the spot tonight. So I've got the spot lock on, and I'm just gonna fan cast. Just drop that little hyper rattle out there, you know, and work it back to the boat. Normally I like to, you know, vertical jig these, but on this particular spot, so, you know, to give that slip bobber a chance, I'm just going to fan cast a little bit and work it back to the boat. If you haven't watched my last video, maybe you should. Alright, here we go. You know, we had those first two northerns, and now this bobber, I heard it go down. It popped so hard. So I'm not real hopeful of this being a walleye, but it's that time of day where that sun has gone under the horizon, and it's what we might call prime time. Oh, nope. That was a northern pike. Busted that line right off. So one of the problems with these gigantic minnows under a slip bobber is sometimes you can't tell if you're getting a bite or if your minnow's pulling your bobber down. Just a minnow. So it was just a minnow, but my bobber was going under and coming back up real slow, so just had to do a little check. Turns out just a minnow, but I like it when they get birdie like that, because normally it means there's a fish in the area. Oh yeah. Let's see what we got this time. Feels like, dang it. Just another toothy pike. Man. Well, if I was a pike fisherman, I'd be killing it. Absolutely killing it. Started getting a little darker out. The hyper rattle wasn't really doing it, so we went to 2 slip bobbers. As soon as the second one hit the water, it's down. I'm guessing this time of day, this has got to be a walleye. Oh, I missed him. Oh yeah. There we go. Come on now, be the... It's another northern. It is pretty rare that I keep catching these toothy bastards this late in the evening. But I guess today's just that day. I'm just gonna call myself a pike fisherman, because man, I'm killing it. Skinny. Ugh. Yuck. Alright, there's gotta be a walleye in this lake somewhere. So there it was. Obviously it's dark. It has been for a while now, and we have not caught a walleye yet. So northern fishing it was today. But thanks for watching. There is definitely more walleye fishing to come, so keep checking in, and as always, thanks for watching. Yeah.